This video from Shop Stuff, we're going to take a quick look at the implications of the release of the new £20 polymer banknote for retailers. So there's been a lot in the news about the new banknote coming out, which was released last week on the 20th of February. Been a lot of fuss about it. I've got another video going through all the security features of the note, but this video I want to look at what does it actually mean for retailers. And in a sense, initially, it's just a load of hassle, because the cotton paper banknote, £20 note, is still legitimate tender. There's no date announced for the note being phased out of circulation, and when the Bank of England do announce a date, they've got to give 6 months notice, or they're going to give 6 months notice. So basically for the rest of 2020, or there's going to be two £20 notes in circulation released from the Bank of England. You've also got your Scottish 20s as well, of which there are free issuing banks, and also the Scottish banknotes are going to go polymer as well. So there's going to be 8,000 different versions of a £20 note that a retailer can take through the course of 2020. So that means problems for counting your money. You've got to keep top of fake notes. So one advantage of the polymer notes is that the £20 note is the most secure banknote that's ever been manufactured. So it is going to be very difficult, and certainly take a lot of time for anyone to produce a counterfeit £20 note, but rest assured people will be trying. So in terms of preventing counterfeit notes from being accepted in your shop, the same rules apply for the rest of the year. You'll need a UV detector or a UV light, because anyone with £20 notes that are dodgy now has a deadline for getting rid of them. So although the date's not been announced for the notes being pulled out of circulation, the clock is ticking. If you've got a fake £20 note or a batch of fake £20 notes, you're going to want to get rid of them sooner or later, because you won't be able to come 2021. So beware of that. So a UV detector will still pick up on the hologram in the old £20 note. It also works on the new one as well. So although no one's going to be able to make a fake polymer 20 in the short term, you can still use the UV detector to give yourself and your staff peace of mind that the notes are genuine. If you just use the old-fashioned pens, so the ink style pens, where you run the ink over the note, they'll work on the old paper notes. So this note here is a fake note, so when I draw on it, the line stays, whereas if it's a genuine note, there's no mark left. They're obviously not really relevant for the polymer, because it's effectively a piece of plastic. So what we have now are new style pens, which they've got the old ink element, so you can still test old cotton notes, but also more pertinently they've got a UV light in the top, so you can check the polymer notes, the 5, the 10 and the 20 on there. So that covers that. In terms of your counting of the money, obviously your machine's going to have to be capable of counting £5, £20, and then different types of £20 note, because how can a machine that weighs money count the 20s all in one go? So there'll come a point of time where you've got lots of both notes, because the polymer note will be in circulation and be widespread, but also everyone will be spending their old 20s, so they'll be widespread and in circulation as well. So that's going to cause a bit of hassle. In the long run, it's obviously actually a good thing, because once the 20 gets phased out, the only paper note available in the UK will be the 50, and there's plans for the polymer version of that to be introduced next year in 2021, and at which point all the main, well in fact all the banknotes, all the English banknotes will be polymer, and a lot of the Scottish ones will have moved over to polymer as well. So in the long term it's probably a good thing, because it will make it a lot harder for people to fake money. So it's definitely good from that point of view. And the other thing to bear in mind about is obviously a lot of people these days just pay with card. But obviously there are cost implications for retailers, especially smaller retailers, accepting card payments, and especially small transactions as well. So cash will remain for the foreseeable future. It might just represent a smaller amount of your take. But it's going to pay to be vigilant, especially in 2020, when I predict there'll be a lot more fake notes floating around. So you're welcome to update your store security processes. We've got a range of products available at shopstuff.co.uk, from the fake note pens up to the UV detectors and automatic detectors if you're worried about notes. It's not necessarily buying stuff that's important. I think it's important that your staff are well trained on what to look for in the notes, and with that in mind I've got another video appearing now showing you in detail what to look for in the £20 note in particular, but also the other polymer banknotes. So you're welcome to watch that. You can also smash that subscribe button or visit shopstuff.co.uk for more. Thanks for watching.